going to turn that one.
Turn that one. Just flip it. And then we've got to do the same over here.
Yeah, clear it off.
So we can't do like that over here. Exactly. Well, it's different. I'll show you why.
Has it got a network cable on there?
So, just watch my box over there. That's what I said. No, like that's all. The little fine one. Yeah, that's the only flock I've got. So come round here.
Yeah, that's connected to.
Still.
Yeah, that one's done then.
So it doesn't need turning over.
It does not, no. So it's just these two that need doing, but we can't do that while they're making.
No, we want to get this done today. So while John's here, because it needs chairs. One of us can't do it.
This chair is on.
So, what we're doing here, Dave, pull that out, you need that out here, mate. You need to work on that top.
Alright.
Okay? So, we're going to just
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So you've seen us do this lots of times.
Right.
But what I found out over the last 4 layouts is to make this work differently, you have to slightly approach it different, if you get what I mean. I know that's an Irish statement, but there you go. So in the past we've used this, which is
Right.
rubberised horsehair,
Yes.
as the basis for your bushes. When you come to being like a lot of it like this, you know, when you've got a huge amount of it, it doesn't look right if you just use this like around there like that.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what we've done in the past because we haven't had to do this sort of thing. So what I've come up with is a new method which I'm going to show John. So you pull it apart like this, and what we're using is little bits of it like that.
Right.
So suddenly we're making tiny little things like this. So that what we got to do is we add that like that, you see.
Right.
By not putting on it photos, you can see it suddenly
It's individual. It's got more texture.
it's got more texture.
Right.
So instead of being a block, it's fiddly because you've got to do lots of them.
Right.
But it suddenly gives you a different texture. It gives you like a more bush effect because effectively that's what you're doing. You're making bushes.
Yeah, so it'll come on this. So it's
Got
the
it.
same size.
Yeah,
okay.
as the-
So that's what we're going to do. So if you rip me up,
Start teasing her up.
you'll need to pull them apart, John, as I say.
Yeah.
And you want a few, just do about 4 or 5 to start with that are this sort of size, not big ones. Because what I want to do is hide the fact. Use that only as the backdrop,
Okay.
so that you put that on there like that.
Just gives it a bit of depth.
It just gives it a bit of depth. Stick it on like that. Yeah. So we make sort of. You put more. Oh, you've only got the one coach. You haven't got the whole train, have you?
Not with me. I can bring it for.
Do it Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put one in. Yeah, we'll take.
Because I'm still doing the decals. That's Chris's,
Right.
and that's the proper one.
Chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Has that got the-
Brilliant. Let's have it on. Let's do it on Sunday, and then I'll put it in here.
Class 730s. So there's the one from I think
The
it's
States.
from the States.
Yeah.
So that's sort of a little bit of a compromise to fit it on a 350 chassis.
Okay.
And then that's the CMAC models one that's done off the actual length and sort of as near as you can get it 3D printed. And then I've painted them up and rail text on the decals. So that's the new West Midlands railway livery.
So we'll have the whole train running on the
Yeah.
layout for Chester.
Yeah.
We couldn't quite pull it off in NEC, could we? Couldn't get it together in time.
No, we sort of ran out of time, and
Yeah.
too much going on, but yeah, there'll be a 3-car version of the one that fits on the 350 chassis, and
Right.
then a 3-car of that, and then if we get time, another 3-car of that one for
Brilliant.
guests. So
Very smart.
should look good.
It's you'll certainly notice it going round, won't you?
I know. Well, they do a version of that for West Midlands Railway in the purple, like I've got here, and then London Midlands, the same company, but they do a version in green of a 5-car set.
Right.
So if we can do the 5-car set.
Fantastic.
We set it up the other day, the boards we needed were at the bottom, about halfway.
Of course they were.
Of course they were, yeah. Same with the back seat.
But it's certainly looking a lot more mature now, isn't it?
It is just that little bit of extra weathering, that bit of foliage. It just takes it from sort of being an architectural model more to be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
It's a
saying.
part of the
I've gotta make
scenery.
this.
Yeah, it's part of the scenery more of a
That's
model
what I'm saying.
railway.
You can't do it like this. So, because it's so thin, you've got to make it really, really small, which means that it's a lot of skill. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than we've done before.
Second other pack of 4
No idea, mate.
805s.
I've no idea. But whatever, I can soon get them. But anyway, they'll be here within a day if they've got them in stock. Right, so
So it was just a black, cover it in
see, put that in there
scatter.
like this. See, it looks work right. This is where. This is where I need to find some hot glue sticks. We should have loads, and I can't find any anywhere.
We should have loads, we.
Demonstration of our magnetic buffer beam.
There you go.
Buffer beam.
Yes.
Yeah, so you've got fully detailed.
Okay, we're in focus.
Yeah, fully detailed, so that so you can take them off, and then you can just use the one with the coupling slot.
And then you just put the tension lock
See the,
into
see,
the
see
net
the slot,
pocket.
and then if you want to go back to fully detailed, you just whip that off.
So you've got practicality or scale.
So cosmetic from
That's-
fully detailed as per the real thing. Or if you're then using it operationally, you then switch to the other one, as Cav said, with the slot out to then put the tension lock coupling into the net pocket.
That's quite smart. Well done, congratulations.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Who did the design work? All right,
Me.
you're pleased with your baby.
The smug
very,
on there.
very pleased with it. Yeah.
It does look.
super.
I like the idea.
It's really good. It's
But yeah, so basically, it's like on everything we're doing moving forward, we're going to have some kind of magnetically like adaptable sort of
Yeah.
detail, so you can on a day-to-day basis you can sort of change it
Right.
from one thing to another. So
And has that magnet got plenty of pulls, so it's strong enough to pull a large, large rate?
it's 2 magnets on each buffer beam. So essentially, it's 4 magnets because it's two attached to each other.
Right.
So you can theoretically use it to pull trains as well. It'd certainly be as strong as a Hunt coupling.
Right.
But obviously, if you couple it to a train with normal tension locks, you put the non-decorative one on, and then the coupling just goes through into the NEM pocket like normal. So
Right. Very smart. And is that standard then? This coupling? on this model then? You get this-
it's done on the 60A. You'll get the
yeah. So in the box you'll get 2 of the fully detailed snow ploughs buffer beam, and then you'll get 2 of the.
yeah. So you'll get 2 like that, and you'll get 2, and you'll get 2 like that. Basically.
I presume it has. Just a question of knowing the
And when are these likely to hit the streets?
Due January next year, so
Okay.
January 2025.
You're
so
happy
these-
for people to see it 6 months ahead of schedule?
Yeah, we had these at Key Model World and Model World Live at the NEC in
Okay.
April. So these arrived. Yeah. So these are the first decorated samples which we received from the factory in early April. We fed back our comments, and they're just doing a few minor sort of tweaks and enhancements ahead of the pre-production samples due next month.
Oh, fantastic. It's nice when all the work comes together, isn't it? You can actually see it.
I mean, seeing the paint on it really brings it to life.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Are we going to see it on the track, or is it
Yeah,
been on
we
the track?
well.
It's
Phil was just running it up
It's
and
just
down.
Andy's been Andy.
Just having a goosey gander.
Do you like?
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the bogey details, seeing what you've done to it.
Is this a security zone with an air gap or something?
No, it's to let people through.
Okay.
You just sort of
And then that's in the limbs through the slots.
so you just push it through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Okay.
just
Well,
shorter than
that's a neat idea.
It just allows you,
Sure.
on a day-to-day basis. You know, if you want
Just
to
go
light
now,
engine,
we
you can
should-
put 2 of these on.
Yeah.
If you then want it on a train, you can put it whichever end you fancy.
The thing is,
No, I like that. Because they're normally like screwed on or like
Yeah,
glued on.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you either have to sort of
Okay,
choose what you want from
Okay.
day
Got
one,
the Andy story, I think.
Yeah.
or you have to mess around screwing it on and off and that kind of stuff. Where it just allows you to
Yeah.
a moment's notice to flip it off and put it on.
Just like those, the Hatton 66s that came with in the box. Yeah.
Which is quite awkward. So, the idea of just being able to put it on the mountain. It was an idea that so it was all in the past to get something because of those Is it misaligned or something? Do you think?
Quite possibly. It's not misaligned, it's out by a mile.
Is it?
Yeah. You can feel it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jeez. It's a big gap as well.
Yeah.
Actually.
The whole base pulling is moving.
Yeah.
What are those like? Make sure I don't plug in face. That one's bad.
Yeah, you can see it's a that one that the 60 don's like the whole it's like the whole rail width
Yeah,
like
it's
off.
out by a mile. I think it's the height.
Yeah.
I've got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just pushing a spanner on your travels, have you?
Spanner what?
One of these on your travels.
Oh, they're all yes, they're all over here somewhere. They're in my little wicker basket, I think, which is there. Look, there on that in front of you. See the little wicker basket? You've had them in. Oh, so I don't know where they are then.
I've checked they all look okay. There's some photographs of them all, and I can see them off on the photographs. It's clearly off on that.
See what I mean, Dave, about it? It's the fiddly bits.
Oh yeah.
It's like this is to make this look right. You just it's tiny little bits that just need. And I haven't added the sea foam yet. This is just to get the bush. Have you lost them?
There you go. I got them.
Voila.
Brilliant.
So then I'm going to add the seafoam later to give out different depth.
Right.
At least I've got that in there,
Yes.
and then we can. It's at least a start, as you can see. The problem you get because you're spraying glue all the time, you build up on your gloves.
Change your gloves frequently.
Well, not just yet, but it does get to that point where you do have to, because you've got so much of the flock on your hands, you can't model. So now we're going to do these pieces, which
is going to disguise all of this rock
yes,
here.
but you know, this is, you know, as I say, we're on. How's that look?
That's great. Big improvement.
But you can see how fiddly it is, and why you tend to sort of, the modelers tend to sort of try and do it in a big swoop because it comes in such big pieces.
Right.
But
And now it doesn't look like it all comes out of one packet.
yeah, but it is. You know, I've been here since 7:30. It's now.
Right.
This is 3 hours work, 3.5 hours.
To do the outer edge.
Just that outer edge.
Yes.
And I haven't added the seafoam. So by the time you finish this is going to be 7 to 8 hours work. And for most people, they seem to think because it comes in a sheet, you just tease it out, spray it black, and put your flock on, or brown, or whatever colour you want, and that's it. Well, it's only part of the conversation. You know, you've then got to make that look a bit more than you know what you think. I know what I mean by that.
This outer edge, is this temporary, or is this going to be painted, or is
That'll
it
be painted.
Okay.
That'll be, you know, I'm trying to do something slightly different this year and not have the scenic all the way through,
Right.
but to have it sort of follow the track rather than follow the boards, which is it's an idea I've seen on you know, a lot of foreign railways. And what you'll find with using hot glue is you'll have to go back, and when it goes cold you'll spot it. You'll have to then go back and paint it and hide it.
Okay.
But the hot glue gives you an instant fix, where UU doesn't. It takes a while for UU to go off.
You can build up with hot glue, can't you? It's very
Yeah,
it's tactile. It's like putty almost, isn't it?
yeah. So you have to go back and hide it sometimes, but for speed, there's nothing as good as hot glue. So I tend to sort of just put a couple of dabs on to give me the base. You then can build on top of that, but this hot glue will obviously stick very quick, as you can see. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's like anything, you know. Use what you can to get to get it to work, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
We can go back and add. I use black, by the way, but I have used brown on that piece over there, so
Right.
it doesn't matter because you won't see it anyway. They also use, sometimes they use grey, but it's irrelevant. It's not, you know, it's not a secret that's worth discussing, you know.
Mm. You're just realigning the boards, Phil.
Just using the right bolt hole.
First time for everything, Phil doing some work.
Is that generally a problem? Is he a bit slow?
Well, it's just, he's got it down to even more of a fine art, looking like he's doing something but doing nothing.
So you've sorted your air gap tracks now, has it?
I think so. Just these track joints,
Right.
because they're not dowels, the two boards were.
Okay.
No, I've lost the tablet. What have I done with the tablet then?
See how far you can go.
Go all the way.
You've got the production line going now.
Yeah. Hang on a minute, Jim. Go on then. Come on. Yeah, that's good.
The next one. The other one was 60.
049 6049.
The Wi-Fi is not working
There's a tension lock for 049.
because I've set it to mine, not to this one. Zero dot 11. I have my glasses.
It's going to be up there, you won't be able to see it. If it's that tall off the floor,
Yeah,
it's going to cover it in a bit.
I'm literally doing this blind.
One is changing the day to night mode.
Yeah, I thought it was. That's all. Look at that beautiful cab. See all the dials even with your eyes.
It's bright as well.
It doesn't want
Yeah,
to
that'll need dimming
that needs
down.
dimming down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's a CV change, surely.
Well, yeah, but it'll be changed in the actual.
I'll squeeze through, Phil.
Which way are you going?
That way.
OCD
Yes.
too much.
Yeah, I'm going to put 001 on the TO.
It's not patrolling though, Alex.
Yeah, I know.
Away.
Do I not like tension lock?
Part, put a bit of super glue where the magnet sits, and then let the magnets turn back together.
Well, so they just literally seem to do together.
Yeah. Again, after 6 or 7 coaches, they don't work. Well, they work until you go fast, and then when you go faster on a corner, you just stop working.
It's a weight issue, isn't it?
It's not the weight, it's the, what's it called?
Is it like the
friction.
the jiggle?
No, it's the friction building up as you go faster.
Oh, okay.
So slow speed is fine.
Oh, right, so the friction in the wheels that creates more drag.
Then when you go around a corner, flat out,
You get more drag because obviously you're dragging
Yeah.
against the range.
which nobody else. We hear other people who run 125-mile-an-hour trains full length.
Yeah.
Right, so that one, you've turned it around, haven't you now? So that's that one. So no, they all fall off.
Well, there's something wrong with packing those.
It's a pound a litre though, it's fine.
See that Royal Mail announcement yesterday? Yeah, that's what I mean. They're scrapping the Royal Mail trains. That's crazy, isn't it? Scrapping. Yeah, scrapping it. You want it all by road. But then Amazon and other services are just starting to start up.
Yes.
Loving that, Phil.
Yeah.
On the BBMs.
Looks great.
Is it huge?
Metal 60 on a metal train.
Right, let me have the Yoo-hoo.
Oh, is it? The train hasn't come.
Got some really small ones now.
Sort of size.
Yeah.
That's only 2 floors worth.
What?
So you've got a top floor,
Yeah.
and then you've got an upper set of
Oh yeah,
floors.
yeah. So because this is
20.
20 stories.
But there's 5 different floors. You've got an upper, you've got a top floor, an upper floor, a middle one, lower ones, and a bottom one.
What's different on?
They're all different configurations.
So the top floor has obviously got a roof on it. The upper floor is a square. The middle floors are rectangular. They've got like a back deep section.
Okay.
Then you've got a base that's got doors, and you've got a roof for the upper back section.
If you, when you've got a bit more,
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
So I want to get this done hopefully tomorrow and Saturday.
So we can get something up on Sunday.
So I can do a test cut on for Sunday
Yes.
because the. This is another picture. Crazy bunch, where are you?
Because the thing that lets all these models down when it comes to architecture is the air conditioning. Every time, I've never seen anything on the market that's true to air conditioning.
So that's what the interior's like on the.
Right.
The problem you've got is once each floor's done, you can't then get back into it.
Well, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. But I've sectioned it so you won't be able to see straight through it, so you shouldn't need an interior anyway because it'd be pitch black.
Okay.
Because it's not occupied yet.
Okay. Yes, it isn't occupied.
No.
What we could do, if we needed to, was literally photograph wallpaper and stick it on the
Yeah.
back.
That's why I want to do a test.
If you wanted to.
I want to do a test one with a top, a middle, and a bottom,
Yeah.
and see how much you can actually see in it.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought if we, when we get to the next day, you cut one on Sunday. And
Yeah.
so if we send that to the architects
Yeah.
and say, look, the thing that lets all these models down is your actual air conditioning on your roof.
What's it like?
Can you put us onto the company? You send us some pictures and some rough sizes. We'll make it, and then because nobody does that. You see, they're big blobs. I mean, even the ones on top of Milton Keynes we've got are just blobs. They're not actually air conditioning units. And I'm sure that as we get into modelling all this stuff, where people are all want to do it themselves, if you're building a block of flats, you've got to have an air conditioning unit on the roof.
Didn't somebody do one?
Yeah, but they're awful.
Right.
Yeah, they're just awful. Yeah, because they're big units. I mean, they're huge.
See, I don't know what's on that roof yet because it isn't finished.
the air conditioning's on.
Yeah, but you can't see.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm sure if we go back,
Yeah. But even the drawings I've got of the building, I haven't got any.
no, because that will be down to the service provider.
It should still be on the planning. You'd have thought.
Only the outlook, but they'll decide what units they want.
It's like they've changed a lot since the planning went in anyway.
Yeah, because of the environmental issues.
No, they've moved windows and moved the balconies to different places and
Right.
stupid stuff like that.
This happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
I work in construction, so.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
fine, but
But the services are a separate issue, aren't they? On the,
Yeah, the M&E stuff, that's done,
Yeah.
that's done by a separate subcontract.
Yeah.
But it has to be done in conjunction with the rest of it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if we go back to the architects, they'll probably put us onto the guys and say,
Yeah, you'll need the amount of the drawings actually. Because it'll be an online drawing
yeah,
service that'll have all the stuff on, so they'll be able to dig into that and dig out all the M&E drawings.
Yeah.
Anyway.
it's just that I always cringe
Yeah.
when you see that you
Don't forget
get
it's
to
gonna
that
be-
detail and it's a blob.
don't forget
Yeah.
it's going to be what 5 and a bit feet off the floor.
I know it's there.
No, what I'm saying is, once it's off that high off the floor, you won't be able to see it anyway.
No, but
You still want to do it right. Then.
yeah, well, it's like it's
You
like
do know it's only 2
what,
weeks
what,
away, don't you?
yeah, but why are you putting? That's like the argument. Why do you put lifeguards on the bogies? Because the lifeguards are never going to protect the loco if it falls off.
Yeah, but I'm just.
But they're on the real thing, so you put them on.
Yeah.
anyway,
The brakes are on.
we're
They
still
don't
only-
work.
It's only 2.5 weeks away. Don't forget.
I know that, but
It's not like you've got anything else to do for
No. It's, hang on. The point is, hang on a minute. The point is, we're not trying to finish this by 2 weeks' time. This,
No, but I am.
yes, I know you are, but you know that this is an ongoing model till the end of the year.
I know it is. It's just that if we don't get it done.
Yeah, we're
before-
not expecting to build all these bloody flats by the time we get it. By the time we get to
Yeah, but
Chester.
If I don't do them before Chester, then I won't be able to touch them then for another 7 weeks from now before I can get onto them again.
No, but you'll be cutting them as we go along.
That's what I'm saying. If I get them drawing finished.
No, that's what I'm
before
saying.
Chester.
But we're not trying to finish the flats before we get to
No.
Chester. We know that they'll work, and you'll cut a couple every week, and it'll go higher and higher.
How feasible is it to put a drone up?
Then where?
Fly the drone up and take photos?
Well, it's pointless because it's not finished.
Okay. Oh, okay, so the whole thing is it's not finished.
They've only got one building up out of the 8 so far, and that one's not finished.
Okay, so it's speculation then.
Yeah, but you can buy a flat.
Hmm.
You've got some left over, you can buy them. They're like 600,000 each, if you fancy.
So how many are in the whole development?
God,
Several.
Yeah.
hundreds.
Well, again, it's 20 story. Well, there's one at 16 or 17, one at 20, one at 30 story, and then the back ones are even higher still.
I remember when you had to pay people to live in Watford.
No, 600,000 for a 2-bed flat. What do you want?
But the thing is, it's right next to the station. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're living in London, it's like living on a tube, isn't it? That's what you're paying for.
I'm designing one of them that's on top of a building down at where's it down? It's down near Arabs and all that kind of stuff. It's like there's like 4 flats they build on top of an existing building, and they're like over £1 million each for being perfect. I think about 1.4 million each. I think. Ridiculous.
Anyway, that's what my idea is. Once we've got one
Yeah.
and we photograph it, I'll get in touch with the architects and say, listen, this is what we're doing. It's an ongoing project. We're hoping to
I could have
finish.
told you the architects were there.
I've got it on there. I've
Yeah,
got it on
so-
there. I've just looked at it.
I'm going to say it's the 3 named.
Yeah,
something.
I've just looked at it.
It's on that PDF I sent you.
Yeah.
Is it Leslie something? David Leslie? I don't know.
That file, when I changed it from the right hand, so it just did one side of the loco.
Oh, the 37, yeah.
When I did just one side of it and changed it to, well, it saved it as a 2020 AI file, it went from 300 meg to 3.
Yeah, they've done something weird with
There's
it.
something weird on it.
The thing is, I haven't got Illustrator, so I've got to open it with either Coral or Affinity, whatever it's called.
It's called the 8 Gardens, isn't it?
That's the one, yeah. Because there's 8 buildings.
Yeah, it's the 8 Gardens, and it's
Because also the roofs, the lower section of each roof is going to be a garden.
and it's Barclay Homes, isn't it? Yeah, it's Barclay Homes. Yeah.
So if you look at the back, no. That building there is attached to this one, and that's kind of its garden there.
Right. Did you send me a PDF?
I did send ages ago. The all on.
Oh, God knows where it is. I can't.
Yeah.
But we'll get onto them and we'll just. I'm sure they'll think we're fruitcakes.
And they'll be right.
They'll be right.
Waterman Pete, that is you. Maybe not.
Anything else interesting going on?
We're
Don't forget this.
hoping to go and sound record a 60 at the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, on Saturday. It's planning at Toad.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
It's quite distinctly the 60s.
Yeah.
Sound like a buzz.
Yeah. We I was surprised that the 60s got phased out. I think if you look at, I think when we look back 20 years from now, I probably won't be here for 20 years to look back, but I think that there was a lot of political skullduggery over the 60s. It really was, because the 66s don't compare with the 60s.
No, not at all.
You know, I mean, at peak rail, at peak forest, for instance, a 66 won't lift it out. 60s will.
What happened to the re-engine one of them 60s? Have you heard any more about it?
No.
They're doing a steam conversion, aren't they, in one of the 60s?
Something to do with steam, yeah, as well as another one.
Steam turbine on it.
The thing is, it's like
Because they
Powered
have
by what?
Steam.
steam,
Yeah, but what's fire?
hydrogen. I want to.
Hydrogen.
It has to be hydrogen. What else can they use?
Coal.
That's right. Pulverised.
No, they can't use coal. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, you can if you put scrubbers after it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we can't, because you can't get. Where are you going to get coal from?
The coal train is driving that
Yeah.
to the power station.
Well, doesn't hydrogen come from coal anyway?
No, it comes from wind turbines when and it's too windy.
Are you doing green, grey, or blue hydrogen? Because it's all a bit of a mishmash, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and it's all, it's just the cost of making hydrogen is incredible, and it's you can make an argument about all forms of power, can't you? It's all polluting in some way or another. When you build solar panels, look how much energy you need to turn sand into glass,
Yes.
or silicon into glass. And it's staggering.
Yeah.
So,
They'll do hydrogen just for shipping. They've got to do it for shipping.
well, it's the only thing that can do it.
They'll have to do it somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and every so often all the ships will stop and fill up with hydrogen and carry on.
I want that petrol station.
Yeah.
Can we put together now? We've all chipped in now. We'll buy a filling station in the middle of the Pacific.
Yeah, Atlantic.
Yeah.
Stay away from the hurricanes.
And then somebody will complain it's an environmentally unfriendly to have it in the
No,
middle of the sea.
they'll stick some sails up and do it wind powered again.
I tell you, do you ever watch watching Chris's Big Boy thing? I went in and found some of the original 50s, last footage in the 50s in Cheyenne and around there. By Christ, that's amazing footage, isn't it? When you see them big boys up the Cheyenne Valley, and you could hear them for 8 miles. 8 miles. That's amazing.
I thought the tunnel exit video was very impressive. It just looked great when you've got a tunnel, a light, and then the black engine arrives, and then there's just a cloud of steam behind it and smoke.
In Chris's video,
Yeah.
I thought the thing that gave it away was the black smoke as it came out. If you wanted an argument for banning steam engines, it was a bloody good advert for stopping, pulverised coal. By Christ, it come out that it was black, wasn't it?
It was,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
It's very impressive though.
Well, I tell you what, if you did that on our railways, you'd have got taken off the footplate. You couldn't make smoke like that on the railway. I mean, that was like That was a cardinal sin.
Was that coal-fired or oil-fired?
It's coal-fired, isn't it?
Yes,
It's pulverised,
I don't know.
isn't it?
I don't
Where,
know.
where was that taken? Middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Some desert somewhere.
It might be oil-fired, you could be
Well, I
right.
wonder, I thought, because I've never seen black smoke like that from coal.
No, you could be right, could be oil. I
I
don't
think
know.
it must be oil.
No,
Is it pulverised?
I don't know.
Well, because
I don't know much about the
it's definitely got a computer in the tender, because I saw they've got a panel that comes out, and I just noticed in one of the pictures of, not on Chris's site, but somebody also had been at the depot and filmed, and there's a panel comes out the side of the tender, and the guy's tapping all the info in, and I noticed in the cab it's all computer fed, because the fireman sits there working the computer.
So it has its own IT department.
Well, if you think about it, it's a mechanical. They were always mechanically stoked.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it's definitely coal.
it's coal. It's pulverised coal then, isn't it?
Mechanically stoked is what? There's a machine stoking it.
There's a screw,
Screw.
Okay.
and they just throw it around. The Barclay Stoker.
Yeah, so that's but it must be computer controlled.
Yeah.
Because I noticed in the cab of this guy's video, they got thermics. You know, the computer was reading different parts of the firebox.
Well, if it's computer controlled, how did he end up with a black smoke like that?
Maybe
No,
they did it for
No,
effect.
I'm saying, I don't know, but
No.
they definitely got, the
Yeah.
fireman had a computer screen, and you could, I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I worked out very quickly that was to show him how hot the firebox was in certain places,
Right.
so he knew where to put the coal.
Right.
If you think about it, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
So if he's got heat sinks all the way down his firebox, he can exactly know where he needs to put the coal, where it's going, where he needs it. Which is why he might have got that thick black smoke when he came out that tunnel in Chris's video, because he'd let it go down too quick, and because like as a fireman you're taught to fire at your chimney.
Yeah.
You're taught to keep it grey, and because you don't want black. So as soon as it starts to go clear, you start to keep it, keep it grey. You were allowed, but it has to clear pretty quick. You stick a load of coal on it, won't clear, so it goes black, and of course then you're fighting the firebox because it's cooling it down too quick.
But Yank stuff does smoke more than anything ours.
It's a different coal, that's why, yeah. Well, it's like German coal. German coal's brown.
Yeah, full of sulphur.
Yeah. Completely different. You can't burn German coal in the British steam engines. I mean, Christ, we've had some dreadful coal over the last 30 years, haven't we?
We used to have some Polish stuff.
I was going to say, with the one that melted.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
And if you didn't keep it up, it went out.
But that melted stuff, that was the stuff.
Yeah.
It was like chucking tar on the fire.
Wow.
It just dropped through your fire bars. It literally, it was like tar.
Like liquid just.
Yes. As soon as it got light, it just melted. And so you're constantly trying to, and it's just.
So where do they get the coal from for the steam engines they're running over here now?
Oh, all over the world.
Ireland.
Yeah, but that's just temporary.
It's Ireland. It comes from Ireland. It comes from Russia, of course. We all know where it bloody comes from.
Some of it comes from Venezuela.
Not much.
You know?
All
That's what
comes
they
from.
do.
All
What
comes
was
from.
that stuff they used as a trial? It was like briquettes.
Yep, that's what they.
Were they doing that in Wales somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing that now again.
They're-
It's officially, the coal comes from Kyrgyzstan. That's where it's coming from.
Bob Gwynn, who used to be the guy, the mouthpiece for the NRM, is now the carbon reduction officer at the Mangotham Railway, paid for by the Welsh Government. And he's doing experiments with wooden pellets, like they use at the power station at Ashington.
They come from Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, but
so,
they're carbon
I mean,
free those. The pellets that have come from Canada.
Different continent, different problem.
But we started a conversation, and there is no carbon-friendly power. Because however you get it, if you've got to bring it from Canada in pellets, it's still got to get here.
Yeah.
You've still have to put it on a boat to get here. It's a bloody big boat. So you might as well,
Chop a few Scottish trees down there.
Build more nukes is the answer. Just get on with it.
Well,
It's
no,
the
they're
answer,
saying
isn't
it. Well, no, but now they're saying that nuclear power is becoming so expensive.
No, but that's just
It's not an option.
That's just because the French are in charge of it.
No, well, it's because of the clean-up. It's because
It's not, you just dig a big hole and bury it and keep going.
You get an earthquake and it goes.
We don't get earthquakes, it's fine.
Isn't that what the ocean's for?
You just
Well, that's what they're doing out of the
Come on,
coast
guys,
of
hang on a
Liverpool.
minute.
Carbon,
Going down
they're
areas
just
you
like
don't want to go
It's
down.
called the Mersey.
yeah, just dump everything in the Mersey.
Yeah.
So, do you want to help? What you got to
I've
do?
finished down there. Unless you want to put the network cables
I do want to
in.
put network cables in sometime soon, but I bolted them back together on Tuesday.
Yeah, I needed that, so I'm working on it now.
Yeah, so you may as well just leave them together while you finish it.
Yeah.
But I haven't tested them.
Well, I've got trains running Tuesday.
Alright, so I wired them up the right way then.
Yeah, well, I plugged it in, trains moved.
Good.
So,
The derailed over
what
the
are you
corner,
doing
but-
today then?
I don't know yet.
Well, I'm saying, do you want to? Can you work with me? Because
Yeah, sure.
I've got fiddle. I've got to make the little bushes,
Right.
and that's fiddly on your own. You need, you
Right,
need two
I'll
of you.
do that.
One cutting it and pulling it about, while the others.
Oh, Matt's coming on Sunday. You can do a bit of that.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to finish it today. That's what I'm
Alright,
saying.
okay.
I haven't. I've done the biggest part this morning.
Yeah.
Eh?
Paint and break. It's fine.
I've done. I've been in since 7:30. I've done the biggest part, but the next part we've got to do is fiddly.
Okay. No, to work on.
Oh, let's talk about John.
Alright.
Oh, well, then, why don't you do the cable and I'll get to about John to help me?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, Dave.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, it's just that I need somebody to help me on what you guys are playing.
Do you need any more jump release, do we?
Yes.
We can do them then.
How's it going?
I need to do some of them. I need to check the thing out.
You can help me, yeah?
Yeah, well,
You go anywhere interesting?
Do you want to glue the
we'll buy a new
cables in?
TV.
Well,
Cables?
again,
From
if
there.
Pete's working on it, we can't turn it inside.
No, but I can do that from underneath.
No, we may as well turn it
Pete's
inside
it,
rather
yeah.
than put the network in.
Reduced.